Yeah.
With us once again from Primary Financial, it is Richard and Carl. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you? How have you been?
Thank you.
Good?
Great, thanks, Donna.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Nice to have you guys here. In the green room, I was asking you all my own personal questions about Social Security and retirement. What subject do you want to kick us off with today?
Well, I'll tell you, first of all, Donna, nice to see you again.
You too.
Always nice to see you. Congratulations on all the success of the show, and it's great to be with you guys.
Thank you.
All right, so in financial planning, okay, one of the major conversations that we're having with clients is about sources of income, right? And what bigger source of income to start with than what? Social Security, right?
Retirement
planning, Social Security, and all the facets that come into that. And, you know, the questions that we get are questions ranging from, you know, what sort of assets can generate income, what are the taxation, and things of that nature. And, you know, when we talk specifically about types of income, and when clients propose questions to us about, you know, things like Social Security, we get a whole host of questions, and I'm sure you could imagine what those are.
Yeah, what are some of them? What's a common one? It's a common question.
Biggest one we usually get is, when should I start?
Sure.
Should I take it at 62? Should I take it at 66 or 67? Should I wait till I'm 70? And it's a really personal, very personal choice. If you have enough assets to wait, it's usually worth it to wait, because every year you wait past your full retirement age, which is 67 today, you get an 8% increase in your Social Security payout. So it's kind of a nice place to get a decent return on your money. But if your life expectancy is not that long, or maybe you don't have the assets and you need the money to take it, we tell people it's really based upon your personal circumstance. So if you need the money, we tell you take it at 62. But if you can afford to wait, normally it's worth it to wait.
Or if you really just don't like your job anymore and you cannot, you know, take this job and like, I'm out of here, right? And like you said, if you need the income at that point,
right,
maybe it's better for your health to just leave your job and go on Social Security.
Sure.
You know, one thing that we find in the financial planning process is it's like any other decision, right? Every decision has a pro and it has a con. And when you're making a decision like that, and again, we can use Social Security as an example, but you can insert any topic into that conversation. That decision, again, is very unique to every single person, all right? And like I said, the pro and the con of each one should be taken into consideration when you're designing a whole holistic plan. Everything, to Carl's point, from longevity, taxation, other sources of income, et cetera. So that conversation, even though it's a main driver of the conversations that we're having, is part of a bigger plan.
What's the future, though, of Social Security? Okay, like my grandparents got Social Security.
Sure.
My father's on Social Security. The question's going to be, what's the future? Is it going? Do you, in your opinion, I guess, what's going on?
So currently, the way the Social Security Trust Fund is structured, it's actually going to be out of money in 2035. So not that far from here. About 15 years from now, you know, it's going to be out of money.
Okay.
That's not necessarily a bad thing in overall, because the way that Social Security is collected now, every time you make a paycheck, a little bit of your money gets taken out and deposited into the Social Security Trust Fund. So if there's no changes made, which is very hard to believe, but if there's no changes made, the benefits that you have been promised, you're going to get about 75% of those just based on collections. Okay, because right now the Social Security Trust Fund is taking in a little bit less than it's actually paying out. So every month it goes down a little bit. So right now, about 2035 is when it's expected to stop. But what's going to happen in the future is they're going to increase the Social Security tax. People are going to pay more, so the pot's going to get built up. The next thing they're going to do is probably drop age 62. 62 is probably going away as an option. 65 will probably be the new 62, and then it'll go from 65, 60, 67, and then it probably got to 72 through 75, depending on. So the longer they push it out, and the more they make you pay, the better off and the stronger the Social Security system is going to be.
Okay,
that's probably the fix.
Probably what's going on for the future for that. How can people generate other income? What's other sources of income? I was teasing you, and I said in the green room, I was like, well, lottery tickets. I was trying to come up with my own ideas.
Work.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'll tell you, if the plan on winning the lottery falls short, there's other things you can fall back on.
Okay.
So the most common things that people are relying on to generate future income would be, you know, 401ks, 403bs, 457s, and most people understand these things because they're done through a payroll system, so they see it exit their check on a week-to-week basis. And, you know, so those are the most common, but during the financial planning process, we're evaluating not only ways of maximizing growth in those things, and we're projecting what they can generate, taking into consideration things like taxes, inflation, certain cost of living adjustments that you're going to see as time goes on. But in addition to that, when we have enough time And financial planning is all about time, as you could imagine. When we have enough time, we're trying to build buckets of money outside of those traditional ways of thinking and those traditional concepts that people are familiar with on building up non-qualified investments, brokerage accounts, things of that nature, that when we can take a look at an entire situation, basically build the most optimal plan, whether it's taxation, withdrawals, et cetera. So we have our eyeball on a whole host of different options.
And people just simply need to reach out to you to make an appointment to visit with you. Are you licensed in various states or just which states?
Well, a lot of states.
A lot of
New York,
states.
New Jersey, Pennsylvania, just to
Oh,
name
okay.
the area
A
around
lot
here.
of them.
Along, there's probably 10 or 20
So all
others
they need
too.
to do is go to your website or pick up the phone and make
Correct,
a phone
that's
call.
right. Yep.
Excellent. Now, do either of you dance?
I could cut a rug.
Okay, because I think the Chris Rubin, yeah.
I definitely do not.
You don't
and you
dance.
don't want to see it, by the way.
Well, at least two of us are going to be dancing because we're going to be listening to the Chris Rubin Band taking us out. Thanks for watching. Be well.